Uneffing believable. You know, there's no, there's no Wi-Fi over here. There's no Wi-Fi. And I know I've been here for like an hour and a half, just talking to this phone so people don't take me to the insane asylum. You know. So I've been here for like an hour and a half, you know. I don't even know why, to tell you the truth, because I said, oh, I'm gonna go to the group now. Next thing I know is like, I missed the group. I'm like, I don't know, it's one of those days, I guess. But which ones? Which ones? I know it's one of those days. So they moved the settings on my phone. You know, that's why you're gonna see the other videos only 2 minutes. It cut me off. And I go like, let me see. Oh, I thought it was cutting off again. And yes, storage, they put phone. Because they're so desperate, they want us to buy the cloud, buy cloud space. No, bitch, I don't need your cloud space. I have a SD card. Why am I gonna have a, I mean, now when it's convenient to them, they treat our shit like it's precious, like if it's very important, right? Oh, let us put it in the cloud. Let us put it in the damn cloud. No, I have an SD card, you know. And but what happened when YouTube, they just like shut down your entire channel? No explanation, no nothing. It's like, oh, now our content is not important. But when they want you to buy the cloud space, or to rent cloud, it's like, oh, your shit is so precious. You gotta back it up. And we back it up for you. Bitch, how you gonna back it up if there's no Wi-Fi? This shit is not, you don't have the SIM card or whatever it's called. The SIM card. Which I know a lot of men, they have that SIM card. You know, like, and I can't believe that bitches, they feel like, oh, those are my kind of men. How can that be your kind of man? You know, I mean, it's just like, we're so fucked up in the head. We're just so fucked up in the head. I mean, like, it's not even a joke. We want like, oh, I want a go-getter. I want a go-getter who go and like whatever, like, sure you do. Sure you do. And you want him to carry your handbag too. I mean, like, how? That's something that, we have to work on them. We are the ones who give them their confidence, their assertiveness. There's no freaking way gonna be a revolutionary and then come home. But that's what they've always put up in the memes, in the cartoons, like whatever. Like, oh yeah, at home, simp. Like normalizing that behavior. That's just hideous. And like Professor Dennis Sperling talk about, that's a lot of the violence come out of that, because say a simp is gonna go whatever she said, and without corroborating, fact checking anything, and boom, you just burnt another bridge because that bitch. I'm like, okay, because we're stupid like that. My ex been talking to me about the fire department. I don't know why. I guess he want to be a fire department guy. I don't know. But he kept mentioning that there's some bitches they want to modify the admission exam. And I'm like, shit, like, I don't want those bitches being fire departments too. They like, you know how we are, sometimes when we get lost in our little world. It's like, I don't like that bitch. You know, I'm gonna leave her. Can you imagine fireman being a firewoman? But supposedly they're gonna be changing the admission exam. They're gonna, I mean, like, I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy in my life, you know, like, oh, the bitches don't even know how to count. So she is having a period or whatever, and very hormonal, but she's still clocking in. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. We see that. We've been seeing that in Mexico too, because now they're allowed to drive, like, you know, the trailers, the humongous trailers. There was like 2 monstrous accidents, because that shit is no accident. You let a bitch drive one of those, it's just like, that's how pathetic we are. You know, we are like, I'm bored. I want to, like, whatever, you know, wreak some havoc today, you know, like. So, oh yeah, let's target this, let's target that, you know. I told construction workers, tell me, like, you know, these bitches are like, you know, just waiting for lunchtime to take your lunch order, coffee break, you know, it's time for coffee break. How you want your coffee? Meanwhile, they are the ones carrying the bricks, you know, carrying all the heavy shit. They're all getting paid the same. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I wonder if we're gonna be able to keep that shit up with when the economy, you know, start melting away. The dollar, you know, the you know, the dollar is being held with safety pin, you know. So I wonder what that's gonna be like. If we're still gonna be able to squander, you know, payroll on parasites. You know, but they say God work in mysterious ways, so maybe our men are gonna organize, you know, off the grid, and they'll continue to do what they always been doing. And it shit piss me off, like, you know, everywhere, like, you know, you see, like, if you follow any historians or any government sites on history and stuff like that, oh no, you know, bitches are the backbone, bitches are this, bitches are like always being the ones who, like, you know, like inflating our ego, like, you know, like, oh yeah, tell those bitches they was like the ones who did that. Especially the little ones, the little girls are like, oh yeah, I was born to do this shit, you know. No, we didn't. We're not wired that way, you know. We are, you know, heart, heart. You know, we are left brain, and we have a whole area in our lives that's totally unattended, totally abandoned, neglected, because that's stupid. Oh, that's stupid. You know, no. I want to be out there, you know, making an ass out of myself. I'm a bad bitch. Mm-mm. You're a joke. You're a joke. Going to work and your children being raped, molested, and that's how you make your money. You know, tell the truth. Tell the truth. How you make your money. You know, letting all kinds of strangers go to the crib. Unbelievable. It's like poison society. And there's people, they say, you know, how long, you know, the Pachamama is gonna. People believe this shit that we went through last year, and this year, I guess, it's just only the beginning. It's just only the beginning, you know. Pachamama don't want us to be all these human sacrifices. You know, I've talked about it. Like, you know, I say, you know, I was invited for military, I guess. I was invited to this abortion clinic because supposedly they was going to be given hormones to us. It's going to give us estrogen. Shit, you know, get a piece of the pie. You know, you see all the organizations that they say, like, you know, ew. They're like, oh, so you mean that I can have those over here, and you know, we can get more and more numbers, you know, or deliverables. You know, so now it's like, so I went a couple of times and I got disgusted, you know. At that time I wasn't really thinking, you know, I was like, still. And that was only like 10 years ago, to tell you the truth. It's called Choices, and they're in Jamaica. They're in Jamaica, of course. They're in black neighborhoods. And they told us right there that they practice, you know, from 100 to 200 abortions a day. And it's just a tiny little door. It's just a tiny little door. You go in, no questions asked. But yeah, 99.9 of their clients, the consumers, you know, are black. I'm like, okay. So at the same time, you know, like, I'm glad that I started like learning about Margaret Sanger, the woman, she was like honorary Klansman, Ku Klux Klan, and her, you know, like, oh, you know, getting before they're born, strategy. And then you learn about in white neighborhoods they have fertility clinic. In the white neighborhoods there are fertility clinics. In black neighborhoods you have abortion clinics. Talking about 100 fetuses, 100 babies a day, at least, they told us. So, and they're privately funded, so there was like nothing. They told us, like, you know, like, oh, in case that you might want to, like, we're privately funded. I remember that we met supposedly Madonna's best friend, Camille. It was not Camille Paglia. It was, well, Camille Paglia, she was another feminine. It was Camille something, which she was supposed to be the manager of Madonna. So she funded all that. The photographer, I think, Les Bowitz, whatever, all those stuff is like, you know, out of the goodness of their heart, you know, they go killing black babies. So this is all related. It's all the same, you know. It's all the same, all related, you know. People who have compromised immune system, they are the ones who are getting buried right now, or cremated. Rather cremated, right? Because they're a hazard. They're a hazard, I guess. They have to cremate them. I don't know. It's just macabre. But it's just like, I say, like, find the differences between feminism and a football team. You know, football team fanatics They will kill you right there and then. You say something about their team, or the church, you know, like people fight to death defending their church, you know. I mean, like, oh no, blah 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 blah, how dare you, blah 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 blah. Just so it's the feminism. Feminism, the same thing. Try to reason with these bitches, saying like, you know, listen, we can create our own movement. You know, we create our own movement. We create like, but there's no way we're gonna get better on our own. It's just the same. It's just like common sense. I wonder if it's gonna get too hot. I don't know. Whatever. It's just like common sense. You're gonna fumigate your apartment. Great. You're fumigating your apartment. You're getting rid of all the roaches. Pun intended. You know, the bed bugs, whatever. Yes, you're doing it. But your next door neighbors didn't do that. Your next door neighbors did not change their lifestyle. Especially if you have one of those crackers that they're like the hoarders. I mean, you've seen the movies, you've seen the shows on television. You know, you cannot even walk, and there's nothing you can do because they're white, right? They have them. They got him like, you know, oh yeah, it's just a fire hazard. You know, you try to go in and they have boxes and boxes of bullshit or magazines or, right? It's the same thing with feminism. We cannot get better, and our men gonna continue, you know, with their gushing wounds, right? So now we're starting to believe it, okay? It is true. We're beginning to believe it, right? Hurt people, right? Okay, yeah. We know why hurt people, right? But we're willing to go ahead, you know, with college education and awards and whatnot, because bitches are getting awards just for getting up in the morning. I mean, I see it. I mean, like, come on. I mean, like, I buy the Amsterdam News every week. You know, I mean, like, supposedly we're getting better. And how are we getting better? By getting college degrees. That's supposed to be the shit. That is like, you get a college degree and that's supposed to fix you here, fix your spirit, you know. I mean, like, no. I mean, that shit was designed to leave our men behind. You know, like we've seen a lot of those movies, like, you know, oh shit, you know. I mean, I used to read every day African American Twitter for more than 10 years. I left because it was hopeless, you know. You don't see the connection. You all getting college degrees and leaving your men behind. This bitch is tweeting like, you know, I got nothing to talk to with these guys. Oh, these guys don't get me. You know, all the songs, right? All the songs that say like, oh, you know, I cannot find a man for me. They're like, they're also insecure, you know, like there's a song, I was like, it came out a song from J-Lo saying, they said, my problem I got with men is their insecurity. You see how we've been enabled to believe it's like, oh, it's not you, it's them. You are perfect, you are amazing. They are insecure. They are not men enough for you. They are like this, they are that. But who raised them? Who raised them? They haven't been men in the house in the last 5-6 generations. There haven't been men in the house. And the men that are in the house, they're ornaments. They're ornaments. They're like, oh, yeah, there's your father. The father quiet, that cannot say a damn word, you know, anymore, and can just go home and that's it. We realize that, you know, no matter what he do, he's never gonna satisfy them, never gonna, you know. So he's totally heartbroken. He's totally like, you know, I mean, broken up. He's broken. You see, most men, they're like zombies, you know. A lot of them, they just see me and they're like, oh wow, it's just like, they just want to talk. They just want to talk, you know, like a lot of times, you know, because without getting their head chopped off. So how can we blame the state of humanity on them still? You know, when we have 6, 7 generations that grew up with, you know, symbolic male presence. You know, a man is only great if he say everything yes. That's how we measure greatness right now, right? It's like, oh, he's really great. Oh, you got a good man. Yeah, he say yes. He like he go wherever. He carry your handbag. He like. And the crackers, fascinated, ecstatic. They say, like, yes. Now we can go. I mean, you can just take the 4 train on Jerome Avenue. You see all the new luxury condominiums getting built. They're building right now as I speak a mall on Fordham, and Grand Concourse. They're gonna put Target. They're gonna put all these stupid corporations, and we're gonna agree because they're the only ones who have bathrooms, right? They are the only ones who have bathrooms. They get you for the freaking bathroom. You know, I keep going to Burlington on 125th Street. That's the only place that got a bathroom. Meanwhile, you know, mom and pop cannot share the bathroom because they don't like to clean. Obviously, they don't like to, like, whatever. I mean, like, you know, it gotta be, you know, I hate single stall bathrooms because I don't know what the hell people doing in there. You're in a single stall. I used to go to Housing Works, this program, and one day, I don't know what was happening in his head or her head. I don't know who did it. But they covered the whole walls with shit. And 15 minutes later, they say they clean it. They cleaned it. I was like, what? You cleaned that? I'm getting cramped now from sitting too much. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting going. So, if you have 2-stall bathrooms in your business, I know you're gonna say like, well, I could be storing merchandise in there, right? You're gonna say, I could be storing merchandise. I could be doing a lot of great things in that space, right? But I believe the bathrooms, they stay cleaner because, you know, they cannot lock the door. They cannot lock the door, and you can, like, you know, you gotta still inspect it. But we gotta have, you know, I mean, that's what I consider to be good customer service, you know. To me, I mean, like, and especially right now, you see, there's no ordinance to have, you know, bathrooms. There's no ordinance for that. They don't care about that. They say, oh, wash your hands. Where? Where are we gonna wash our hands? All the bathrooms are closed, even the water fountains. Even when they say, you know, oh, you know, if you get dehydrated, you're gonna be, you know, easier target. You're gonna become easier target of, you know, unnameable, the magic virus, you know. And but all the water fountains are closed. They say, oh, to stop the spread, to prevent it. How you gonna prevent it by shutting down the water fountains? That's stupid. But people believe that shit. You know, Whole Foods on 125th Street. You know, I went there because, you know, I'm a beaner. I love beans. I'm Mexican. So I wanted to get a little bag of organic beans, right? Shit was $4, half a pound. I was like, okay, whatever. I said, but I get to use the bathroom. I go there, the bathroom closed. And I told them, why only here? In the other neighborhoods, the bathrooms are open. And people are like, the same thing with Starbucks. They don't have, the only Starbucks they don't have a bathroom is on 125th Street. Go figure. People, they don't speak up. They're gonna say like, well, you cannot have a business here. You cannot have a business here. All your stores are the same in the whole corporation. They call it a country. The United States. They got bathrooms. But the ones on 125th Street, they don't. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that's where they always have marches, you know, like BLM marches and stuff, you know, like, well, you can, you know, they're picketing. So you can picket about bathrooms, you know. I mean, like, oh, no, we don't want to burden them like that. We don't want to make them uncomfortable. We like them to be, yeah, eggs everywhere. I don't know if I can put it together. From Sunday, you know, these brains, I don't know. Maybe Maxil love to play with this shit. I don't know if I can put it back together. It looks like it's not broken. She need more toys. She outgrow her toys right away. But she still loved pens. She loved the pen. She grabbed a pen and she like, she loved to play with the pens. But the robot I got to, you know, that do the sweeping. I have a robot to do the sweeping. You get the pen, and they get stuck in the pen, start making a noise. But like, uh-oh, what the hell you did? How do you do this? Anyway. The chicken of the orange eggs. Okay, I forget that this thing gets bended now. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you now. Oh God, is that a close up? Oh no, that's just the way it is. Until next time, till the next venting and ranting that stopped me from going even crazier. Trust me, if I didn't have my moments with the phone, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm still getting, you know, I'm not afraid, but I get like cautious, you know, because it's only been a year. I always had a therapist. That was my safety blanket, you know. Used to have a therapist and go there, you know, once a week, 45 minutes. But now I can just do these kind of videos until they get my channel. They say like, we're gonna take down your channel, then I'll open a new channel. Till next time.